And now let's get into our interview for the day. We are talking to Mr. Thibault. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Safaricom recently launched the 4G network. A lot of Kenyans want to know, what does this network mean for them, and help them understand.
Yes, thank you, Abby. So the 4G network, or the LTE, long-term evolution as we call it, is the latest generation of mobile technology, and especially for data services. What it brings is much faster download. In our launch last week on Thursday, we were able to demonstrate 100 megabits per second of download, which is more than double as compared to the current speed we're having on the 3G network.
So what does this mean ideally for that young person who wants to make use of it? Maybe they're running their own shop, they're running their own startup. What are they likely to benefit from?
So the main benefit, as I said, comes from faster network. So basically, if you're running a business, if you are a doctor using telemedicine, for example, if you want to have broadband at home, what you want to have is actually the quality and the speed in getting the content delivered to you. That's what we call the download. And thanks to the LTE network on the 4G, we actually double that speed, so it's much faster. Also, thanks to the, I would say, the simplified architecture of this next generation network, we also have faster connectivity and lower latency to the network, which is also relevant, for example, for gaming applications or for telemedicine, where you want to have absolute immediate interaction within the network.
And what do companies stand to benefit from this?
So basically, it's a key enabler. If you are a small and medium enterprise, for example, your business may rely heavily on access to internet. Okay, so you might want to host some of your applications, for example, in the cloud, which means you need reliable and fast access to internet. So this is the key benefit. This, I would say, this technology, the latest technology available on the market, is coming at a point where actually Safaricom, as you know, our, let's say, strategy is to deliver the best network in Kenya. This technology has now come to a place where we can actually deliver it, and thanks to the recent spectrum acquisition that we've made, we're now able to offer it to the public.
And are there plans to share it out with the other telecom operators as required by the Communications Authority? Yes, the Communications Authority of Kenya actually requires that we share that capacity. So we will enter into discussion actually with the Communication Authority around the technicality of how to deliver that, how to implement this sharing with other players in the market. Speaking about the technical aspects of it, technically, is it possible for you to work with your rivals on the same network? It is indeed technically possible. The radio technology and the core technology enable that. We are actually able to do that. What we need is to agree, let's say, on the conditions to make that available. But technically, yes, indeed, it is possible. And Safaricom did invest quite a pretty penny to this project, totaling to about 14 billion shillings. And what is the payback period, and how significant will it be for Safaricom? Okay, so this investment is part of, let's say, our investment plan, as we have communicated to the market and in our latest announcement of the results. So there is no change in the guidance. It was actually part already integrated in our plans. It is a very significant investment indeed. You've mentioned the figure of 14 billion for the spectrum. I would like also to mention that in order to be able to implement a 4G network, we need to heavily invest into fiber to our sites. So currently we have fiber to, let's say we have invested already 1,500 kilometers of fiber. This is also very relevant in terms of investment, but this is what is necessary in order to accompany the growth for demand for data. And finally, what does this mean for the quality of service? Because reports from the authority have shown that Safaricom has, over the years, not maintained the quality of service, as you also wind up. So basically, all our investment, yes, aim at improving the quality of service. This investment and this launch of the 4G network actually goes into the data space, where we already have the fastest network with our 3G. We are now doubling that capacity in order to deliver the best data network for true mobile broadband in Kenya. Thank you very much, Thibault. Thank you very much. Well, we've been speaking to Safaricom CEO Thibault, who was sharing with us issues around the 4G network and what it ideally means for you at home. Basically, you need to know faster internet speeds and also network stability. Well, that brings us to the end of our Business Chat segment. My name is Abi Agina.